So you guys choose Last Boy Scout on the voting poll. You guys choose this over the other ones. Second spot was Bad Boys for like a small amount of like 25% of people voted for that, and this one was like almost 70%. Well, I guess we're going to do this, shall we? Okay, so a long time ago, I watched this movie, and I think I did a review on this shit, and I said I hated it because the kid was annoying and all this other stuff. I think I watched this like at least like this is like I think my third time watching this. So I decided to rewatch it again to give another shot, and we're gonna get to that opinion soon. For right now, we're gonna talk about the whole movie. So this movie came out in 1991. Starring Bruce Willis, Damon Wayans, Danielle Harris. The kid, she plays the little girl, Bruce Willis' daughter. Kim Coates is in here. He plays one of the bad guys. Yeah, a whole bunch of fucking people in here. This is directed by a famous director named... I can't think of his fucking name. He made a lot of fucking great movies, especially with Denzel Washington and all of them. Sorry, my brain's just fucking tired. I've been getting fucking terrible sleep lately. Tony Scott. Tony Scott is the main director of this film, and this is also written by Shane Black. Shane Black, this fucking guy. Shane Black is not really that smart of a, director, because he later on made that shitty The Predator movie. You know what the fuck he was doing with that shit, and it pissed a lot of people off. But as a writer, he's like alright, he's decent, But I can't really say that he's alright and decent because he made that other fucking movie called The Last Action Hero. And that one is just not for me at all. That kid was like annoying as shit. He won't shut the fuck up, saying, oh, this is a movie, we're in a movie. I get it. Fuck. So, in the beginning of the movie, what happened here is, I don't know, some fucking random shit. So, it's a football game going on. It's raining outside. Billy Blanks is in this movie, and he plays this football player named Billy something. It's funny how he always uses his first name in these movies. This ain't the first time he uses his first name in these movies. There's another one called Showdown. He uses his name again. So, in this one, he plays a football player, and he gets a phone call with some asshole telling him, if you don't win this football game, I'm going to kill you. So he goes nuts. He takes a bunch of pills and shit. Then he runs on the football field shooting gun at the football players to try to get past them. And he's about to get arrested, but he was like, fuck this world, and blows his brains out and kills himself. Okay, I guess that's where you can start the movie off. The next scene is like, I don't know. I don't think I remember them actually talking about that whole part where Billy Blanks shoots those football players and kills himself. Because later in the movie, I don't hear him ever talking about that, ever. Unless I missed something, unless I didn't pay attention to that part. But I don't remember them actually talking about that afterwards. They don't talk about that shit. I feel like that's like a plot hole right there. They don't really talk about that whole part of the movie. But forget about that. Let's go to the next scene where I guess, I don't know, Bruce Willis, once again, he plays a fucking drunk, smoking motherfucker. He's a detective once again. He's like in Die Hard. Well, I mean, in this movie, he actually solves fucking shit. He actually solves the problem and everything. Die Hard, he just go run around willy-nilly shooting people. Here, he's just, solving the case. What's going on and what's happening. Because in this one part where he's supposed to go on vacation, but he has to change his mind and coming back home, and he comes back home to his wife, and he finds some suspicious going on that someone else was in the shower, and he finds out that somebody is also hiding in the closet because he was like solving the clues to see what was going on, and he was like, "Is there a man in the closet right now?" And like, if you don't open that closet right now, I'm gonna shoot a hole in there right now. You don't do it. And she's like lying out tough for her fucking teeth. She's lying about it. Then he's about to fucking pull the trigger back, about to shoot it. She's like, then she just opens it up, and it's the guy from Animal House. He played his detective friend, but he's banging his wife, which he makes that quote about it. And he makes a joke saying that, you accidentally slick your dick in my wife's pussy, and all that other stuff he says was pretty funny. You know, cheating, marriage cheating is pretty fucked up. You know, you've been in her for like a long time, and all of a sudden she cheats on you with some fat slob guy. It is pretty fucked up. Think about it. Then all of a sudden, after that part, fucking I think with Damon Wayans or something like that, because of Damon Wayans, and he's like waking up, and he's like taking pills and shit, and fucking this guy was a former football player also. He was shoving this. Well, I actually like this part for some reason. I don't know why. It's pretty fucking stupid. This big fat guy who's a former football player. I don't know. He still is a football player. I forgot. But he was trying to make this lady fucking suck his dick in the hot tub. He's like shoving her head in the fucking in the hot tub. It's so fucking dumb. He was like, ha ha ha, suck my dick, motherfucker. You're gonna suck it. It's like he's playing with his fucking rubber ducky, but his rubber ducky won't play with him. He's like, she won't suck my dick. This thing sucks. This thing won't do anything. Like a day when he's telling him to stop it, while he's fucking just decks him in the face and tell her to get out of here, and like you start talking shit to him afterwards. Like, you don't force a chick to suck your dick. What the fuck? Fucking asshole. Then it goes back to fucking the guy for Animal House was like apologizing to his Bruce Willis, his detective friend. I mean, you can't apologize for fucking his wife, dude. It's not acceptable. You can't just go around fucking somebody else's wife. It's not okay. She should know better also. Well, anyways, he gets inside the car and it blows up, and his detective friend dies, and Bruce Willis' wife thought Bruce Willis died, but he didn't die. He's just sitting there on the grass, he's scratching his ball sack. So the cops show up, and she was like, "Who did this, Frank?" And he was like, "Mr. Rogers." How the fuck should I know? That's basically what he said. I thought that was pretty funny. You know, a lot of things in this movie is pretty clever with the jokes and everything too. I remember a year ago when I watched this movie, I don't know if I actually liked the comedy or not. But now here, I think it's pretty funny. So, I guess what's the next? The next scene, fucking Bruce Willis is at the strip club, and there's a young Halle Berry, and young Halle Berry is dating David Wayne's character, and Bruce Willis supposed to keep an eye on her, and that's what his job is, to protect her from these bad guys, and basically it failed because the hitman shows up and fucking kills her. And it had this whole shootout. This pretty good action scene happens, and Dan Wayne's character's pissed. So they decide they're gonna team up with each other to figure out who fucking killed his girlfriend. So they go to the police department, and Bruce Willis' character asks him about his fucking leather pants, and he tells them how much it is, like $600 fucking dollars. Well, $650. Yeah, they make that type of joke. And now they gotta figure out who the fuck killed his fucking girl. So now they're going to fucking adventure together now, and they keep fucking insulting each other and calling each other names, which I think that's pretty funny. While they was leaving the fucking police department, one of the cops came by, driving by in the garage parking lot, asking fucking Damon Wayans about what the fuck did he say? Something about, do I know you from somewhere? And he tells him about that he was a football player, and yeah, so which position do you play? And he was like, forget it, man. And then the cop gets pissed off, he drives off or something like that. I remember that part be pretty funny, and like Bruce Willis was saying, well, maybe you should put like something on your head or something, so they won't know it, you're famous or something. And I think they went to like say like fuck off or something. I think he said. I thought that part was pretty funny. Yeah, there's like a lot of things in this movie that is pretty funny that I like now than I liked before. I don't know why I hate this movie so much before. I don't get it. Not everything changes now I'm older, and I feel like, oh, this is actually pretty funny. It's fucking weird. Next thing you know, fucking Bruce Willis saves David Wayne from a fucking car explosion. They had C4 in it. Then these two goons show up and beat the shit out of both of them. While Bruce Willis put the C4 in the car. Well, before they showed up. Fucking one of the guys told give the keys to the guy. Give it to him. And he's like, oh, oops, sorry, I threw it away. He's like, you fucking asshole. Then when the guy shoots the car blows up and it sends them flying. It kills them. Bruce Willis, David Wayne's got out of there. And the next thing you know, Bruce Willis is fucking his boss gets off for doing shit. Shut the fuck, asshole. Shit you got to deal with when you being a detective, you know, working the police department. You got to deal with that shit all the time. And that's the life for you. So yeah, another part is that Bruce Willis talks about when he used to protect Jimmy Carter a long time ago. He worked as one of those Boy Scouts or some shit like that. He used to be protect Jimmy Carter from getting shot and killed. He protect him from that, and he gets put in some hard type of shit that he don't want to do, and he like refused to do it, so he gets fired from that job, and now that's why he became a detective and everything like that. Okay, so now it's time for another part to talk about that I used to hate a long time ago. I used to hate this little girl in this movie who played Bruce Willis' daughter. This 13-year-old girl, Danielle Harris. So a long time ago I hated this character, but now I feel different about this character too. Danielle Harris don't even piss me off anymore either. I feel like she seemed like a regular, normal teenage girl with fucking hormone problems, and there's one scene where she's mad at Bruce Willis because she let her go to the party, the dance with this boy named Tommy or something like that, and she's mad about it. And she don't want no ice cream from him. He's like, oh, cookie cream is your favorite ice cream. So I don't care. He fucking tossed that shit. He gets like argue with her about it, and she calls him like a piece of shit dad or something like that. I don't think she said something like that, but she's like something similar to that. And he's like mad about it or something because he's like never there or whatever the case may be. So that whole part happened, and like I said, now it's like I feel different about this character kid, because before, like I said, I used to like be like really annoyed and irritated by her, but now it's like she seems pretty cool and tolerable. So the next thing you know, David Wayne's asked Bruce Willis, can he use his bathroom to take a shower? He's like, yeah, sure. It's down the hall, take a lap, or whatever the hell he said. So he goes down to take a shower, and Bruce Willis brings him a towel, and turns out David Wayne's trying to do drugs. So he punches David Wayne to the face, and he sends him to the ground. Which, for some reason, it's kind of weird how David Wayne doesn't even punch back throughout this whole movie. We'll get to that soon. Because there's a lot of times he gets punched a lot. So we're going to get to that soon, but let's not get into it yet. So, yeah, he gets punched in the face and sent to the ground, and Bruce Willis tells him to get the hell out of here. And fucking David Wayne's putting his clothes back on. He told his whole life story about he had a gambling problem, and that's why he got kicked him out of the NFL, this and that. I mean, it's not the first time I heard stuff like that before, because there is a lot of dumbass basketball players, baseball players, football players that done stupid shit like that, because they think you can't gamble on you can't do shit like that. You gotta understand, you can't be doing stuff like that. Especially you get paid a lot of fucking money in these fucking games. Why would you do shit like that? But anyways, that's for another time. Yeah, so he tells that whole story to Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis don't give a fuck, and David Wayne's like, you bastard, and he was like, and then some. That's what Bruce Willis said. Then back with those cops at the police department, they think Joe killed his detective buddy. So he tells one of the cop boys to go out to this house and go arrest him. So Bruce Willis wakes up and he tells his wife and kid that he didn't tell him. He just go in the room and see how they're doing. And he walks out. Then all of a sudden these bad guys attack him with a taser. And throws him in the fucking the car. Then one of the cops stops him to figure out what the hell's going on. And one of the bad guys pulls a gun on him, saying that there's something wrong with his gun, and shoots him. It kills him. and fucking they put use Bruce Willis fingerprints on the gun and say, "Oh, you killed a cop," and now they drive off to the bad guy's place. Then all of a sudden, the next scene, all of a sudden, these guys came out of nowhere and beat the shit out of David Waynes and threw him over the fucking highway and onto a car and almost get hit by a car. I'm like, what the fuck was all that about? That part was fucking random too. Like they throw him over a highway and they just forget about him. They didn't go back down and just try to kill him because he got back up. He was fine, but then he fell back down, passed out, but whatever. And there was like no hospital scene or anything like that because the next thing you know, he woke up in like the interrogation room. But we'll get to that later. So Bruce Willis, this part is really funny. I like this part. Bruce Willis wakes up in a chair. Kim Coates is like keeps fucking with him because he asking Kim Coates for a fucking cigarette and a lighter, but he gives him a cigarette, puts it in his mouth, Bruce Willis' mouth, and then Bruce Willis asks for a lighter. Kim Coates just punches him in the face. He does it like 2 times in a row, and he tries to do it for a 3rd time, but Bruce Willis fucking punches him in the face so hard he kills him. If you do that again, I'll kill you. And he was right. He killed him. He fucking killed him. Then the other bad guy shows up. The one who fucking tased him, and Taylor Negron, which rest in peace. That guy died like fucking like I think like almost 10 years ago. He fucking died. He actually was a pretty good actor. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So he comes out, and then the other guy comes out. Marcano. He's like the whole guy that set up this whole situation. He want to start the whole thing with Billy Blanks fucking blow his brains out, which, like I said, I don't remember actually talking about that shit ever in this whole movie about the whole Billy Blanks situation in this film, ever. I don't remember. So Marcano's fat ass dumps into the fucking pool. He's like, yeah, sure, I'll get a drink too with Bruce Willis. And they had this whole conversation that they're gonna pin it on Bruce Willis, the whole bomb incident or whatever the hell they're gonna do. They're gonna like blow up a fucking bomb at the stadium or whatever the hell and fucking kill that guy there. So fucking David Waynes, after the whole interrogation, he shows up to save Bruce Willis from these bad guys at the forest. But all of a sudden, Bruce Willis's daughter shows up there too, Danielle Harris with her puppet. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell did she come from? She said, oh, I followed you here. That's what she said. She's like, she followed David Waynes there. So now, David Waynes easily gets caught without any problems. I'm like, how does David Waynes get caught so fucking easily? Like, he should know how to be better than that. Like, he was like too close to them. Like, of course he's gonna get fucking caught. Got a gun behind his fucking peanut head. So he gets caught and he gets beat up more by these bad guys. And I don't know. Like I said, we'll get to that soon. Then the next scene was with fucking Danielle Harris and her fucking puppet thing. That golfer thing, I think. I think it's a golfer. And she makes a talk with her hand. And I used to hate that part. I used to think that shit was fucking dumb as shit and cringe. But now I thought that shit was pretty funny. Because Bruce Willis takes it and starts making all these fucked up, disgusting jokes. Everyone just starts laughing about it. Then he fucking pulls a gun out of it and shoots the motherfuckers with it. Which I thought was pretty interesting and clever. So he does that. And then he gets out of there with him, his daughter, and David Waynes, and they get out of there, and fucking Bruce Willis leaves his kid with this random rich guy, which he don't even know, which I thought was pretty fucking stupid. Like, fucking dad of the year for you, father of the year award goes to this fucking asshole. Fucking just leaves his kid with some random guy. But guess what happens? She gets kidnapped by one of the main bad guys. She gets kidnapped because he fucking he's on the phone and shit. He's like, oh, look, here's your daughter right here. I kidnapped her. You fucking dumbass. Fucking father of the year for you. Great father. Fucking leaves his daughter with some fucking random stranger. I mean, but he gets fucking killed and she gets kidnapped by this fucking guy. Wow. So that happens. And now he gotta go save his daughter and see all those people in the stadium now. So they show up the football stadium. David Waynes and Bruce Willis get out of the car. David Waynes pulls the key out and makes a mark on Marcano's car. because fuck that guy. He makes a fucking line on his car with a key. And then they go to the stadium. Fucking Damon Wayans punches one football player in the face because he was being a fucking asshole. So he runs away after punching him in the face. And then next thing you know, Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans get captured and brought to the room in the football stadium with Marcano and his goons and had this little talk. Fucking Damon Wayans gets shot in the hand, which, like I said, Damon Wayans gets a lot of fucking bad treatment in this whole movie. He gets a lot of bad treatment. What the fuck? He gets shot in the hand, gets thrown over off a highway, fucking get his ass beat a lot. I don't get that shit. And then this next scene where fucking Damon Wayans does the same thing like Bruce Willis did, the whole throw his key away. So the bad guy Marcano's like, let me see that. He's like, no, here. Sorry, I threw it away in the fire, and it just blows up and kills one of the bad guys. Then this whole shootout happening here, and Damon Wayans, Bruce Willis gets out of there, and fucking Damon Wayans riding on the horse. He's got the football while Bruce Willis on top of the sniper guy for shooting the. I think he was a senator or where the fuck he was. I don't know. That guy was an asshole too, but Bruce Willis fucking saves him and beats the shit out of the guy on top of the high top thing. What do you want to call it? The tower, whatever you want to call it. The police kill the bad guy, and the bad guy falls off the fucking tower and into the helicopter propeller, and he gets chopped out like fucking SpaghettiOs, splattered the blood over the windshield like SpaghettiOs. So he dies, but before that, fucking Damon Wayans also saved the man. The senator guy in the window. I don't know he's a senator or former football player. I forgot. But he saves the guy with a football before Taylor Negron shoots him. He saves him with a football because he hits the man in the face and his nose started bleeding. So I guess he did the right thing in that. And Damon Wayans almost gets arrested by those guys because he punched the football player in the face. Hey, when you talk shit, that's what happens. You get punched in the fucking face. So the next thing you know, what was this guy? I think, was he a senator? Yeah, he was a senator. Yeah, so the senator guy, he was talking to Bruce Willis. He was being a fucking asshole. Bruce Willis just punches him in the face and be a dickhead. He saved your life. But whatever. The next thing you know, his wife, she's trying to apologize to him or something like that, and he was like, "Fuck you." Says her name or something like that. I thought that was pretty funny, I guess. Yeah, and then next thing you know, fucking the Marcano guy, he took the wrong briefcase and he blows up in his house or something like that. He supposed to take his money case, but he just took the wrong one and he blows up in his house and he dies. And they all laugh at it. That was it for that fucking asshole. Well, that's the end of the movie. Well, I got right here these pros and cons of this film, and we're going to talk about real quick here. Yeah, this is something new I came up with, and I had something else that came up with new also. So the pros and cons. Let's start with the pros first. Action scenes. I thought they were pretty fucking great. I really enjoyed the action scenes in this movie. The jokes are clever. I really like the jokes in this movie. Very funny. I like the way they throw insults at each other. I really like everything in part of this whole movie. The detective work. Now, there's a lot of movies that don't do detective work at all. They don't really give a fuck. They don't care about just a cop shooting people, like Die Hard. Here, they actually care about Bruce Willis' character doing detective work. They actually want to make a movie about doing detective stuff. I really like that. I think that's really smart of them to do something like that. I wish there's more movies they actually have detectives doing detective stuff. The soundtrack. I thought the soundtrack was pretty good, too. I really like the soundtrack in this movie. Alright, now it's time for the cons. Damon Wayans is a punching bag. Throughout the whole movie, he was just repeatedly getting punched in the face, getting punched up. What else? I think he got kicked in the balls one time, I think. No, probably not. I don't think he got kicked in the balls. Well, he got shot in the hand. He got thrown over a fucking highway. I'm like, he got treated like shit in this whole movie. And there's another one, Damon Wayans doesn't do much until the end of the film. Throughout the whole movie, he didn't really do anything. He gets his ass kicked all the time. Besides him being a former football player who got kicked out of it, what else was interesting about him? Oh, he was the boyfriend of the stripper girl. That's it. Okay, that's not really much there for this character. Fucking like, yeah, like I said, him getting punched in the face by Bruce Willis. Well, why didn't he punch back when he got punched to the floor in the bathroom? He didn't punch back or anything. It would have been interesting, but no. When Bruce Willis gets punched in the face, it's like he actually defends himself. He actually punches back. He actually fights. Damian Wayans gets punched in the face. He doesn't even defend himself. He doesn't even try to fight back at all. Like, I don't get what the fucking writing of this movie is. Like, they hate black people or something. I don't get it. I mean, that's going a little too far. I mean, saying that, but I don't know. There's just David Wayans can't defend himself in this movie, but when Bruce Willis gets punched in the face, he defends himself. Makes no sense. Darian left with random fat guy. She was left with random fat guy. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? Father of the Year award goes to Bruce Willis, a big dumbass. You don't leave your daughter with some random fat rich guy, because you know what happens? He gets killed and she gets kidnapped by the fucking bad guy. Fucking smart, right? Wow, great dad. Alright, I think the last one here is the beginning was forgotten and not mentioned. I don't think they actually ever mentioned that whole part with Billy Blanks blowing his brains out and killing those fucking football players. They don't mention that at all in the whole movie, unless, which is that one scene that was on the news or something like that. I forgot. I fucking forgot. I don't know. Maybe they mentioned it, but I watched the whole movie and they don't mention it at all. Even David Wayne's character, he was a former football player. I don't remember mentioning it at all about that either. You got Damon Wayans in here playing a former football player, but somehow he never mentions about the whole thing with Billy Blanks and the whole situation. He never mentions anything about it. That's like a big fucking plot hole right there. Like, well, why is that even in the movie in the first place? To fucking warm things up for the audience, I guess? It fucking makes no sense. Well, yeah, those are the pros and cons of this whole movie. And I feel like David Wayans should have been utilized better in this film. I mean, he does get utilized better until, like, at the end of the film, he actually starts defending himself with a fucking shotgun. And I guess he starts fighting it back a little bit. But I feel like throughout the whole movie, he should have did a little bit more instead of being treated like a punching bag. Well, in the movie called Bulletproof, he plays a detective, and he actually kicks a lot more ass. Also, his sidekick, Adam Sandler, actually kicks a lot of ass, too. Somehow in this movie, he plays a sidekick, but he's a punching bag. Well, Bulletproof, he fights back, and also Adam Sandler fights back. I don't get it. I think Bulletproof is better than Last Boy Scout. I mean, Last Boy Scout is a decent film. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think this movie's terrible anymore. Which, yeah, like it's weird. Like I said, I used to hate this shit, but now it's the reason I like this shit now. I used to hate the little girl, but I don't hate the little girl now. I think she's funny. I think she's tolerable now. Well, anyways, fucking weird how I like this now. Yeah, the story is an 80 out of 100. Yeah, this is something new now. This is something new I came up with. I don't know if I'm going to do this all the time because I might forget the next time. Maybe and maybe not. I won't forget. But most of the time, I forget shit, and I forget that this is the new thing I come up with. Every time I do some new shit, I forget. Well, this is my result. This is my opinion I came up with right here. And they had this whole, development hell going on between Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans. They didn't get along with each other. Joel Silver was being a fucking asshole. The producer, Joel Silver, he was a fucking asshole to the whole behind the scenes and everything like that. They had like a lot of shit going on. Shane Black's script keeps getting changed a lot. There was just a lot of shit going on, and the whole movie was like a pain in the ass to like the film and everything like that. Everyone wasn't getting along with each other. It's a really toxic environment when they did that film. But somehow they got it done and it came out pretty decent. So fuck it. Fuck Joel Silver. That guy's a fucking fat slob. I think he's a fat slob.